Thank you for stopping by the Gordon Miller Show. Today I will be going over the 2024 Troy Gridiron predictions for the 2024 season. The 2024 Troy Trojans Gridiron season will be an interesting one because Jared Parker, spelled with a G, so I think I don't know how to pronounce his first name. They are in the Sun Belt Conference. So, I will just get into the nitty-gritty of it and just get right to the predictions, and that's what you want to hear. And they open up with Nevada. Nevada at home. Now, Nevada is not a very good Mountain West team. At least historically, the last few seasons they haven't been. They were good back in the day. I don't know if you remember Colin Kaepernick. He was a quarterback there, and they were really good. They were like 13-1 back in like 2009, 2010, 2011, I think 2010. They had a really good season. But again, that's in the past, so that's a long time ago. They play Nevada, open it up, and they should win against Nevada. Let's say they win quite handily. Now, they have a tougher game the next game at Memphis. I believe Memphis is in the Conference USA. They might be in the American Conference. I'm not quite sure. It's hard to keep track. But I'm going to go on the limb and say they win at Memphis. But this will be a really close game. Could be a high-scoring game. I'm not really quite sure how well the defenses are. All I wanted to do was do the prediction. I didn't get into who the returning starters. Sometimes I usually do that. They play them. They go 2-0. Then they play at Iowa. This will be a tougher opponent because Iowa might actually be one of the better Big Ten teams. But, like I say, anything is possible because Iowa doesn't overly impress with their offense. So, at least traditionally, or last few seasons. I think they have a new offense coordinator at Iowa. I'm not quite sure. But I say this game is going to be a tight game. It'll be a touchdown, I think, game. But Iowa finds a way to win 21-14 at home, and Troy goes 2-1. Then Florida A&M comes in. I don't think a let-up happens. I think they probably have a tough game against Iowa, so maybe the first half will be close. But they'll find a way to beat Florida A&M at home. So 3-1. And then Louisiana Monroe, the lowly Warhawks. They should end up beating them pretty good. 4-1. Texas State. Texas State is not a bad team. So they play two teams that have the same colors, maroon, looks like. I think both teams were maroon. ULM and Texas State. They'll beat Texas State to go to 5-1. Then they have a bye. At South Alabama, I think South Alabama was pretty good the last couple of years, like before last year, I think, or the year before. But I think they beat South Alabama, go to 6-1. Then Arkansas State. Arkansas State's a much improved team from 22 to 23. They really were drastically improved. I think they made a bowl game last season, but I still say that they win against Arkansas State. So after Arkansas State, they play Coastal Carolina. They should beat Troy in a close game. They just did Coastal Carolina the last episode. I said that they would beat Arkansas State. I said they would lose to Troy. So Troy will beat out Coastal Carolina. Sorry about that. So at this point, they're 8-1. And then they have a bye. Then they play at Georgia Southern. They will beat Georgia Southern to go 9-1. Then at Louisiana, I say they win. They go 10-1. And then at home against Southern Miss, heck, might as well say it, 11-1. And they get in the Sun Belt title game, Sun Belt Conference championship game, or more likely they'll play Appalachian State. Again, these are just predictions. 11-1. Hey, Troy fans, I could be wrong. Who knows? Again, predictions. But if you're a Troy fan, hey, cool. Congratulations on, well, the prediction. this channel right here doesn't usually, again, this is not like a sports channel. A little bit more of a variety here on the Gordon Miller Show. All right. Thank you for listening and watching the Gordon Miller channel.